Carter. We've been analyzing the data you and Weaver collected from the Outsider facility. The results are unsettling. Based on the volume of contaminant found, as well as the layout of the nation's water infrastructure, we expect...
Over 2/3 of the population would have been infected within a few weeks if we hadn't stopped it. I can do the math.
As it is, tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands, have been infected or exposed. It's getting harder and harder to keep the outsider threat under wraps. We can't afford to have the whole country panicking. We need to do something fast.
Agent Carter, report to Agent Weaver's office. Agent Carter to Agent Weaver's office.
Time to see what we got from Axis.
Enemy meteorites are considered to be highly radioactive. Field agents encountering alien seeds are to exercise extreme caution. Decontamination upon
Good,
return
you're
is
here.
critical and
I need a word.
mandatory.
Angie, how are you doing with everything that happened?
Axis is dead. As for Pete, I lost him years ago, Will. This was just the final goodbye.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. Now, let's get back to work. We don't have much time.
What do you mean?
We were right. This attack is the precursor for a larger one. The rest of their forces will be here in hours. A day if we're lucky.
That doesn't give us much time.
No, but we can evacuate a few towns before their attack. I've sent several squads out to get started.
Good work. But we still need to know how to get to Origin.
Already on it. The information's been isolated, but we're still figuring out the exact coordinates.
This strike sounds like it'll be a one-way trip.
Maybe. I'm not going to worry about it. If we die, we die. I'm going to make sure that Origin comes with us.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I've lost as much as anyone in this war, and I'll damned well be there to finish it.
You find what you were looking for back there?
I knew putting him down wasn't going to change much. It won't bring anyone back, but I can sleep a little easier. Thanks, Will, for giving me that chance.
I want you to know what happened with your brother back there.
Will, it's okay. You were right. It had to be done.
I only hope you'd do the same for me if it came down to it.
If it's you, I won't have to think twice.
Ah, thanks.
But thank you, Will. And I'm sure Pete would thank you too.
There's not a lot of time.
Understood. Go check on Weir for the target's coordinates. I'll be ready when you are.
Reminder, individuals encountered in the field cannot be trusted despite valid credentials. Enemy lookalikes are impossible to detect without screening. Remain vigilant at all times.
I know the outsiders keep it sensitive.
Good job out there, Carter. Just hope it makes a difference.
Mein Gott! Be careful mit that delirium! We must...
Things seem scattered. What's going on?
Herr Faulke has had my best men working on a special edition for the Avenger. I hardly have time for our latest breakthrough.
Special edition. I don't like surprises, Doc.
Not to worry, William. Just a small contingency plan. But in the course of its development, we made a most remarkable discovery.
So what did you discover, Doc?
It is a cure for the sleepwalker infection. Or a possible cure, at least. It has yet to be tested on a live subject, but Dr. Hera has high hopes.
So you think you have a cure for the sleepwalkers?
One of Dr. Weir's projects involves disrupting the connection to Mosaic. With some minor modification, and the medical assistance of Dr. Hera, I believe it could partially reverse the effects of the infection.
Even a partial cure is better than nothing. Can I do anything to help?
Actually, yes. Dr. Hera has asked if you could assist with the first human test.
Why me? I'm no doctor.
I do not know his reasonings, but I'm inclined to trust his judgment. If you have time, of course.
To find a cure, I'll make the time.
Wunderbar. He is preparing in the observation lab, and when you are finished, I would appreciate your report.
You said you're adding something to the Avenger. Isn't a flying saucer impressive enough?
I apologize, William, but Director Faulke has demanded total secrecy on this project. Even the different teams do not know the full details of how their creations will be used.
That doesn't inspire a lot of trust, Doc.
I understand, William. I truly do. But Herr Faulke saw how information about the Avenger got out, and he has no intention for that to happen once again.
Suppose I can't blame him. We've both got a lot to get done.
Indeed, William. In the next hours, we will decide the course of human history.
One way or another.
That's everything we need. Run those to the director and tell him I'll meet him at the hangar. Ah, Carter, just in time.
Got our travel plans ready, Doc?
Yes. I've just finished calculating the coordinates for our strike, and I've tested the Venn gate as well as I can, given the conditions.
We won't get a second shot at this.
Well then, I suppose it's now or never.
That's a strange thing to hear coming from you.
Sometimes the best test is a live one, Carter.
We're risking it all on this, but I know you haven't let us down yet.
I'll be risking my life on it too. After all, you'll need me there to operate the gates.
So, the data from Access gave you the coordinates you needed. Where do they point?
Most definitely. They point to a particularly isolated point in orbit around the alien homeworld.
Where exactly is the alien homeworld?
It's hard to describe precisely without a star map, but it's approximately 600 light-years away from Earth, in the Cygnus constellation.
They're a long way from home.
Planets that can sustain our kind of life are few and far between, even in an infinite universe.
You've opened other Venn gates before, right? This isn't all just theoretical.
Of course. You were there when Lawrence and I opened the first one.
That didn't exactly turn out well.
No, but it worked. And we've had success in smaller tests since then, using recovered outsider technology.
Well, that's good to hear, I think.
Of course, the real test will be transferring something as large as the Avenger. We'll see about that soon enough, though.
Any idea what we can expect to find on their homeworld?
Thankfully, the outsiders seem to have a similar environment and gravity to our own. No doubt that's why they chose Earth for their conquest. But the rest may be, as they say, quite alien.
What sort of defenses would they have?
The Avenger's stealth ability should get us past the toughest defenses, but it looks like you'll have to do the last leg of the trip on foot.
Just me and my squad in an alien base? Sounds like fun.
Their security will no doubt be fierce, but I'm happy to say it'll be limited. They apparently try to keep Origin's location secret, so they can't garrison an entire army around it.
We're gonna be relying on your work. I sure hope it makes the grade, Doctor.
As do I. You're not the only one whose life is on the line. Can't say I relish the risk of dying so far away from home, but how many scientists have a chance to see an alien world?
Don't think of it as dying far away from home. Think of it as dying to save your home.
Yes. That's much more comforting, isn't it?
Please report to Director Faulke in office. Agent Carter to Director Faulke.
I suppose it's time. See you in the Avenger, Carter.
Hey, Carter. You really going out in the Avenger? Things must be getting desperate out there.
Get those evacuation orders out, and keep the agents defending the high-profile targets.
Yes, sir. Understood. We'll keep everything running until you return.
Your inexplicable confidence is noted and appreciated, Chelsky. Well, here's Carter now. Carter, good. I'm told that everything is ready.
Yes, sir.
Glad to hear it. We'll depart within the hour.
That's it?
Carter?
No speeches? Nothing to say?
This isn't the time for speeches, Carter. You know what's at stake, and you know the odds.
Yes, sir, I do.
I'd expect no less.
I'm ready to put these bastards in the ground for good, no matter what it costs.
I know. You once asked me why I chose you, despite your record. This is why, Carter. Because you're a man who will not quit, no matter what.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. Prove me right. Get out there and get it done.
Supposing we do manage to close the gates, what happens to the outsider forces on Earth?
I'm leaving a detailed battle plan. It's currently being distributed to the acting Joint Chiefs. The hope is that once we've separated our world from theirs, enemy supply lines will be cut off and the individual enemy platoons will be severed from the central command. This ought to give our military the edge they need to finish things.
Doesn't sound like you plan on being around for the cleanup.
The odds of us returning from this mission are slim. No use pretending otherwise.
Hasn't this Origin been around for, well, forever for all we know? What if stopping him and shutting down Mosaic isn't as simple as shooting him in the head?
We've made every preparation we can with the information we have. And if that's not enough, well, you've shown a talent for thinking on your feet.
You're telling me to improvise? That's a change. What if we get there and I don't have the tools I need?
Don't worry, I've got a backup plan. But frankly, you're the best chance we've got.
I just don't understand. Our missions have been a success.
No, your missions have been a success. If you'd call losing 2 towns and barely escaping with your objective successful. And even so, no one else has your success rate in the field.
We can get more agents, better training.
The outsiders are the ones with an endless stream of troops, not us. There's only one option. We've got to take the fight to them.
I'm ready to go. I'll meet you in the Avenger.
You know what's at stake here, Carter, and you know the odds. You've survived this long. I know you're the right man for the job.
Report. Multiple alien Titan-class aircraft observed in Flagstaff vicinity. Operations unknown.
You were selected to staff the Avenger.
Looks like you're finally gonna get to take a ride in this death trap, huh?
Wrong. You're the one taking the ride. I get to be the one flying it.
You think it's ready for the trip?
It's you and the rest of the team I'm worried about. This beauty is all ready. Assuming you can help me with one last detail.
You got a platoon of engineers and mechanics on this thing. What do you need me for?
Everything's up and running, but we're picking up evidence of leaks in the fuel system. Problem is, they're too small for us to spot with the naked eye.
Leaks? Should I be wearing a hazmat suit?
Nothing that dangerous, but it could cause a fuel leak in the field. Or an explosive chain reaction.
If it'll keep this contraption in one piece, count me in. But how am I supposed to help?
If you scan the Avenger with that thing on your arm, you should be able to detect the leaks. Point them out to us and we'll handle the rest.
That's all? Walk in the park, Barnes. You're leaking fuel here.
Okay, now track the pipe back to its valve and shut that off.
That's all of them.
That all you needed?
Just the last touches, yeah. And you might be interested to know you helped the techs track down a design flaw.
Flaw? What sort of flaw?
Nothing big enough to cause a problem, but they think they can get another 2, maybe 3% efficiency out of the engine.
We don't have time for a complete overhaul.
No, of course not. But they want to try some new layouts. Might help if we ever need to make a fleet of these babies.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Watch it! Unless you want to blow us all to hell, I suggest you be a bit more careful.
So this is the inside of a bona fide UFO.
Have you been able to pinpoint the location of the Mosaic Nexus?
Yes, we've tracked down the... Jesus Christ, Faulke. What the hell is that?
We're not attending a peace talk, Angela. I intend to put a stop to Origin once and for all.
You've been busy.
Indeed. Refining the Illyrium to its most volatile state was only part of the process. Combining that...
You did what? Good God, that thing will take out Origin and all of us with it.
It may come to that, Doctor. And if that's what it takes to end this war, so be it. Prepare the ship for immediate departure. We leave as soon as the device is installed.
Target's up ahead, just around this next bend.
Stay sharp, Barnes. We'll be in range of their detectors soon.
We've been in range. Looks like Heinrich really came through for us.
With his signal jammer, perhaps. I just hope he can say the same for the bloody monstrosity he's strapped to our belly.
The explosive will work as designed, Doctor. It has to.
They've built their operation under the lake.
Hang on! We're not getting in that way. The hole stitched itself right up.
Then we unstitch it.
Exactly. Set her down. All right, Carter. We need to disable their security system if we're going to pass through that opening in the dam.
Right, the Ven Gate.
Actually, that's not the Ven Gate. Our readings tell us the Ven Gate is hidden behind the dam, under the reservoir. It's a good bet they're siphoning the dam's power output to manage the aperture's defenses.
I see. Okay, so disable the security system. Great. Anybody have any idea how to do that?
Weir's pulling up schematics for the dam. Start with the facility's main entrance across the lower courtyard.
Guy on the loudspeaker's pretty agitated.
Origin. That's who we're after.
Sounds like we got him on the run.
What are you, deaf? He's initiating the final phase of their war plan. He's talking about the beginning of the goddamn end.
Something's got him distracted. Take the shot, Carter.
Engaged!
a drone! Deploying blob! We need some rockets, now!
Rocket turret deployed!
Lay down a mine! Shield that spot!
Shield going up!
We need a boost! Lifting!
Mine deployed! Ready! Target eliminated! Lost the drone! Watch out! They're closing in! Orders!
Lifting it!
Heads up, gunship! Almost got it!
Control the mind of an enemy, forcing them to fight for you. Be warned, intense pain can end this power prematurely.
All right, I'm in. Where to now?
You're looking for the facility's primary generators. They should be just ahead.
Thank you, Agent Weaver. Weir, the generators are right below us. You were right. They've built some kind of conduits attached to the turbines.
There should be 3 of them, plus the main breaker. You'll need to shut all of them off to disable the generators. That should drop their power levels low enough for us to slip through.
Got it. One generator down.
Good work. 2 more to go.
Safety off! Here they come!
Up and away!
Enemy incoming! Get through!
drone! Engaging mind control! Throwing a blob!
Target down! Enemy falling
Lifting!
Target down! Lost control of the tires!
That's the second generator.
We just heard the backups switch on out here. Shut down the last generator and they won't be able to keep up.
They got our blob! These ones are shielded. Damn things are armored.
Rocket turret, over there! Mind that area!
Rockets in place.
Set up some cover! Bring it down a notch. Stims!
Shield up. Line control now. Wait. Activate the stim.
Keep the pressure on him! Up and away! Generators are down.
Excellent. We'll still need to shut off the main breaker to blind their defenses.
On it. Friendly drone out! Deploying blob! Lay down a mine!
Line deployed.
We need some rockets, now! Weaken that armor! We need a boost!
Ready, Congress. Shield ready.
Lifting!
Going in. Need orders! All targets down. Damage shield.
That's got it, Carter. Defenses are down. We're moving into position.
Good. What now?
We're powering up and heading through the dam.
Right, I meant for me.
You're going to have to find your way to the Ven Gate, Carter. And fast. I expect strong resistance there. We won't have long to wait.
I'll be there.
Watch it!
They're all dead. Let's get moving.
Doc, which way now?
Well, down, I suppose. All indications are that the outsider facility is underneath the dam.
Thanks, Doc. Come on, fellas. Down we go.
We got the sons of bitches.
I'm going in. Visual contact!
He's under our control!
All targets down.
Carter, I want you to know, you're one hell of an agent. If there's anyone left alive tomorrow, they'll have you to thank for it.
What's that? A eulogy?
This is it, Carter. We won't have another chance. If this mission fails, our world won't be ours anymore.
Then we don't fail. We destroy Mosaic and take out Origin.
You mean capture him with the Ven brace? He'll be of inestimable value to our research once we return.
Us returning isn't a given, Doctor.
It is for me.
Slogging through this wasn't enough.
Enemies in!
Doesn't the sleepwalker disease get spread through the water?
Shut the hell up, will you?
That's the kill!
This way. Through the wall.
Long have I been searching for you. Long. I do not wish to harm you.
Yeah, right. I'll believe that when I see it.
What's that, Commander?
You didn't just hear that?
Great. Now the boss is hearing voices. Or those little gray bastards.
They're not fighting. They look scared.
They're slaves. Poor bastards were probably forced to set up these gates.
Come on, man. Feel sorry for
Just keep moving. If we don't end this war, we'll end up in those pens too. I'll die before I become a slave.
That's the last of them.
Using mind control. Drone assisting.
We got hostiles!
They're all dead. Let's get moving.
Christ. We're under the lake.
They sure didn't want us to find this operation, did they?
I only hope we found it in time. If Origin gets to us before we get to him, we're all done for.
Well done, Carter. We're in. We made it.
This far anyway. It's the next leg of the journey that's got me worried.
Wait, what's happening? No! Damn! The vent gate is closing. They've disabled it.
Let's not panic. Carter, the system controlling the vent gate is in that chamber somewhere.
I'm on it.
Phantoms.
Using mind control. Drone deployed. Blob out.
Enemies engaged! Moving to the high ground.
Take these bastards down!
We lost the drone!
We're here to pay you a visit, assholes!
Taking the high ground. Lost control of the target. Almost dead. Keep it up.
We're coming for you, Origin! You hear me? That's where we're going, fellas. Right to the heart of their world.
My God.
Contact!
Sightsee later. We have a war to win. Engaging.
Good work. Now get back aboard, and we'll finish this thing.
Put a mine there!
Mine deployed!
Rocket turret, over there!
I'm hit!
Walk it off!
Come on! Shield it down! Hit it now! Rocket turret it down! Repositioning! Almost got it down! You broke mind control! He's sending reinforcements!
Helper drone up!
Dead. Let's get moving.
Nice job, Carter.
We're not through it yet, but thanks. Dear God.
Almost. They can't see us. For now. But that doesn't mean they won't stop looking. Beacon's locked on target.
She's singing loud and clear, Doc. Setting coordinates now.
Okay. Everybody's clear on their role?
We head to the core of the Mosaic network and set up Heinrich's explosive.
That's right. And while you're doing that, I'll deal with Origin.
Just remember, Carter, the idea here is to use that Ven brace you're wearing to capture this Origin creature and bring him back alive.
I'll do my best. We did make kind of a stir getting through that gate.
He's right, Doctor. Origin must know we're in his world now. He'll be looking for us.
Hiding on this transport will attract much less attention.
Yeah, as long as it gets us there.
It will if you enter the coordinates we got from Axis into the control panel. Excellent. There should be one more.
Shit. Can't talk right now, Doc.
I'm in charge of him now. Friendly drone out. Lock deployed. Keep going. We're getting through. They're pushing. What do we do? Lost control. Bring it down a notch. We need some rockets now! Now, while there's weak! They killed our block! Almost got it down! All targets down! He's on our side now! Deploying helper drone! Deploying blob! Take down its defenses! Weakening target!
Doc, you got a way to shut that voice up?
Voice? We aren't hearing anything. Perhaps it's Mosaic attempting to communicate with you somehow.
How would it be able to do that? And why me?
Interesting. But that question can wait until later.
What does that mean? What do you want with me?
It is not you that we require. It is the demon that controls you.
Start making sense.
The demon has been hunting on your world for ages, waiting, planning for the day it would reveal itself.
The case. At Groom Range. What was in the case?
With our arrival, it has awakened and chosen its prisoner. You. Reveal yourself, demon.
No!
Reveal yourself and be ours.
What are you?
I once was as you are, the prisoner of a demon. I rejected the beast and forced it to serve me, to serve my people, as I led them to a new world.
No, pal. You led them to my world.
What's your status?
Demon. I don't understand.
Carter, the Vin brace, did it work? Have you captured Origin?
Origin's not important anymore.
Not important? What are you talking about, Carter?
Let him burn. He's not what we thought. Something else is powering Mosaic. I'm grabbing that. My arm! It feels like it's gonna tear itself off!
The prisoner! Capture the prisoner!
Barnes, now!
Roger. Got a lock on your location.